Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurrect Autos HQ. Today guys, it's new project day. Yeah, so I showed you this last week I believe, and it's got rear end damage as you can see there. All the rear end damage has all been hit. I will get into that and explain what happened to the car, what the car is, and yeah, I'll do that in a second when I spin you around. But before I do, don't forget guys, it is giveaway day. Yep. At the end of the video, at the end of today's video, I will be doing called a YouTube comment picker, and it picks a random comment from the video that I've done. I showed you the mug and the keyring on the GTI. So good luck to everyone. You never know who it's going to be. It's just randomly picked, but that'll be at the end. But for now, let's get cracking with this car, and I'll spin you around. I'll explain everything about the car, and then we'll start getting into it and start tearing the back end apart and pulling it apart. So yeah, I've got some new parts for this, well, new parts, second-hand used parts for this car in colour. I'll show you that in a second, but let's spin you around. Let's get into it. Right, so let me just explain this car. I don't think I gave you a little explanation last time we saw it, but I just want to sort of run over the car, go over it and stuff like that. Sorry for my sort of croaky throat. I think I'm coming down with another cold, but yeah, it is what it is when it comes to working in this kind of conditions. Yeah, so this is a Ford Fiesta. As you can see, it's a titanium X model. 2015. Now, that obviously means it's fully loaded. It's even got reversing camera on it as well. It's got all full leather, all heated full leather seats. It's fully loaded, this car, because it's a titanium X model. So yeah, it's a driving instructor's car that lives near me, and he has owned this car for a few years now, and it has done some miles, because it is a driving instructor's car. He's driving it all the time, every day, so it's done 160,000 miles, this car, and it's a diesel, but he's had it from only a few thousand miles, and he's looked after it, he's serviced it, he's done timing belts, water pump. He's done exactly what you should do with the car, and probably done a little bit over the top, to be honest with you, when it comes to the servicing, because reliability for him is really, really crucial, because he can't have a car breaking down when he's got a lesson. He can't even have, and he was telling me this the other day, you can't even have an engine management light up on the dash if you go for a test in the cars. And I can completely understand where he's coming from, really. So yeah, so that's obviously the damage at the back. It was hit from behind. I'll quickly show you the inside. It's got keyless entry, keyless push button, start stop. Yeah, like I said, it's got the leather seats, all heated. Yeah, it's got everything in it. It's fully loaded. So yeah, what a nice car. And he has looked after this car, to be honest with you. It's really nice. All the fronts, completely immaculate. Nothing wrong with the front at all. Or the round, nothing like that. It's all immaculate. Even the wheels are pretty good condition. Look, a couple of scuff marks on the wheels over there, but nothing to worry about, really. But yeah, he really has looked after this car. All new tyres, all round. He just does whatever it needs to be done to it, because it's this is his tools. This is for his job. So this has got to be up to scratch. So. Yeah, so there you go. So, but what happened was, he was in a lesson, and someone was was learning to drive. They was at a roundabout, and there was a delivery, like Asda food delivery driver in a van behind him, and you could all see this because it's got dash cams as well. It's got rear dash cams, so you could see it. And what happened was, the van behind thought that this car, the driver, had pulled away, but he didn't. And the driver in the van was looking to the right at the roundabout. He wasn't looking straight. You could clearly see. I've seen the footage. You can clearly see him not looking straight on. He looked over to his right, and then he pulled out, and the car was still sitting there. Bang. You know, it's just, it does happen. It's not just, you know, it's not just because it's a driving instructor's car. It happens to anyone. People just not paying attention, and this guy in his delivery van was not paying attention. You could see him not looking straight ahead. He was looking to the right, and he thought that the car in front had gone, didn't go, bang, and then yeah, that's the impact. So this is a category S, and he's actually had a payout and then bought the car back. I don't own the car. He owns the car. I'm just doing the work for him. So yeah, he's gonna keep the car, even though he's just about to purchase another car. He's gonna keep this car for his son, or for maybe someone that he's got one of his friends that maybe wants to get in to doing some driving lessons with him. Helping him with some driving, because it's still got the dual. It's got the dual. You can see that. So it's got the pedals in here, already connected. So it's set up for driving lessons, taking driving lessons and stuff. So he's not sure really what he wants to do with it. I think he'll make up his mind soon. But for now, it's just going to be, he just wants it repaired because he's bought the car back. But the trouble is, I think he got attached to it because he's and don't get me wrong, I completely understand where he's coming from, because it is a lovely car, and it just did not make sense to sort of get rid of it. And at first, they offered him a payout, which was a bit less, and the buyback was less as well. Originally, they said that he could buy this car back for 780 quid or 750 quid or something like that. So 750 quid, and he could have bought this back, but his payout was less. So yeah, I just we had a conversation. I said, no, I don't accept that. Just go back and say, no, I want more. And he has got more on the payout, but the buyback went up to 1,100 quid. So in the end, he'll be buying this back for £1,100. But I still think it's worth it. I still think it's I definitely think it's worth doing. We've done the numbers. I've told him what it was. I've bought some parts as well. Those are over here. So we've got the tailgate, the bumper, crash bar, the light, and the hinges, because the hinges were bent up as well on this car. It's like pushed upwards. So I've got some new hinges, just in case. I think they're going to need changing. But at least I've got it all in colour for him. So the boot's in colour, the bumper's in colour. A few scratches and a few marks, a few bits and pieces need to change. Like we need to get this badge off here at the bottom, EcoBoost. I'll get that off. We'll change this part here because this ain't got the camera here, so we've got to swap all that over. I think I'm going to swap his roof spoiler over as well, because there's a mark just here. So yeah, I think his one's alright, I think. Oh, he's got a little mark there, so I might be able just to buff out. But apart from that, I think this is the better one of the two. So yeah, we'll swap that over as well. This is the wire for the dash cam, so we could possibly put that dash cam back in place. So I'll have a chat with him, see what he wants to do with that. But yeah, you can see the light smashed here. It's not that bad, to be honest with you. It's cracked in there and stuff like that, but I think it's worth a change it over. I don't think they're a lot. I think it was only 40 quid for the light. So it's worth changing. Yeah. These sensors, reversing sensors, go along the back. The only one I could find that did have the sensors was this one here, but they run a little bit higher. So I'm not sure what we're going to do with that in a minute. I might have to see if I can, because these ones are bigger. These sensors are a little bit bigger. So I don't know if I can open up the holes on this one to allow for the other one to go into, but they're in a slightly different position, which is a bit of a shitter. I don't really know how that's going to work in a minute. So yeah, you know, we'll sort that out. The actual main repair, it needs to go to the body shop, like I said. That's going next week. And you can see that, like, obviously it's got like a crease here, so it's quite bad. I want to strip it down a little bit, get all this off, you know, today, and have a look at it all off and get it all stripped down, and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that was just, you know, that's just an introduction to the new project. Yeah, I'll start jacking it up, start tearing it apart, and start working on it. So, yeah, guys, that's it. Let me set you up, and yeah, let's go for it. Right, guys, so there you go. That took some time getting that boot off, tailgate, but I had to, yeah, fiddle all the wires through there, run all the, the main loom back. I disconnect the main loom from there, bring it back out, the water pipe. Yeah, so really fiddly, but yeah, managed to get it done all right. And there you can see this is the main loom. I like to pull it off. I've got to check this because this has got the reversing camera, and I think the wiring. This is the wiring loom for it. This white wire here is the camera wire. I think I've got to pull it apart a bit more, but I think that's what it is. Now I don't know if this wire is going to be on the other tailgate that I've got. If not, I've got to rerun all the actual the wiring loom, which is going to take a bit of time. So, but it is what it is. It's got to be done if the other one ain't got it. So yeah, so I just got to sort of start stripping that one as well and do that. But you can see I've took the top spoiler off, and then we'll just change it over for this one. I think that this one's the worst one, so we'll take this one off and swap it over and put the original one back on. And yeah, just use the parts, the best parts from both tailgates, but trying to keep the original, the actual camera underneath. But the glass is the same, so that's good. So yeah, I want to carry on. I want to get this bumper off now and pull that off. Let's get that out of the way. Have a look at the damage, yeah, and go from there. I'm going to keep the light on. I'm not going to take the light out because, yeah, it looks like it's going to sort of fall apart in pieces. So if I just leave it on for now, that way it will look okay when I'm moving it around. So yeah, but let me set you up. Let's get this bumper off. Let's find out what's going on behind there. We know that it's sort of caved in, but let's see how bad it is behind this bumper. And yeah, carry on, guys, and let's do this. Right, so there we go. That is the back bumper off. And I've disconnected the sensors as well. And hopefully, you know, I can make a big enough hole for the other ones on the other bumper to accommodate these. To accommodate these. But we shall see on that one. Not sure what we're going to do in a minute. But yeah, at least that's now off, and we can see, you know, we can see the damage. Quite plain. It's there. It's been pushed there. This has been pushed. You can see that there's a big crease there as well. This top part. I'll have to see what he says about this, but he reckons he can pull that out without replacing anything or cutting anything out. He seems to think that he can do it. So yeah, let's give him a try. He has got a jig, you know, and he's got all the equipment and all the bits and pieces to do all this kind of work. And it looks like, well, I don't really know. I can't really say. I was going to say that it looks like this crash bar's not really moved the chassis legs on both sides, but I can't really say that because it's been pushed in the middle, so you don't know if it's been pushed there. It's moved these legs, these chassis legs, these end chassis legs at all, really. So, yeah, they look pretty straight, to be honest with you, but I don't really, you know, the slightest difference. It needs to go 0, 0. You know what I mean? When it comes to measurements. Yeah, and he's got all those kind of things, and he can, you know, put it back to 0, 0 when he pulls it back and moves it about and stuff. So yeah, I'm not going to touch none of that now. I'm just going to leave it like that. I will put the boot back in place just to cover up the back for any weather. So I'll put that back in. It obviously ain't going to go into, you know, it's not going to go into that. So, you know, that is what it is, but at least it covers up the actual car from the elements. I think it's single skin, yeah, single skin up to there, I think. But yeah, he's a good guy, and you know, the body shop can sort of do all this and get it all done. And we'll see what he says. Like if he says it needs replacing, then we'll have to get another panel, and he'll have to get all this cut out and stuff, and you know, maybe it's a little bit more money to do the repair, but it's done correct, and it's yeah, this is actual. You can actually do the same as what I did on the Polo. So you've got spot welds here. But we'll see what he says. Yeah, we'll see what he says. But let's crack on. Let's get the tailgate back in place. The other one that I got. Let's put that on. And yeah, just do as much as I can today, and we'll see how we go. I have just had a delivery, guys. I'll quickly show you now. This is the bumper for the GTI in there, and a couple of trims. But I'll explain on Monday's video about this. So that'll be Monday's video, GTI with the bumper. And yeah, that'd be a good one. So getting it ready for the paint shop. But I just had a delivery, and I quickly just wanted to show you it. So yeah, and it's come from main dealer as well. It's come from main dealer. I had no choice in the matter. I will get into that video Monday, guys. But for now, I'll leave that as it is. Right, let's set you up. Let's crack on with this tailgate. Let's get that in place and get that back together. Do as much as I can with that before this has got to go to the body shop. So, yeah, let's crack on, guys. Let's do this. Right, guys, just want to quickly stop there, just explain what I'm doing. Basically, yep, the tailgate is on, but I need to pull through the original wiring loom on the other tailgate. I need to pull out the old one that I don't need and pull the new one through. So, as you can see, there's like these wires. And basically what I've done is I've tied this wire to the wiring loom. And then as I'm pulling the wiring loom through and out here, you can see as this pulls out, it pulls the wire through and then it will leave with the wire hanging through where it should go. So then all I've got to do is tie the correct wiring loom onto this and then just pull the wire through the body and it pulls, it just pulls the wires where they should be. This one's for the light. You can see this wire here is for the light. Pull it through there, connect it up, pull it through, and there's the light wire. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly explain what I was doing there because I'd probably had people looking at it thinking, why has he got those dangling wires sticking there? Well, this is the reason why. Because you'll never be able to fiddle it through, fiddle that wiring loom back through all the way where it should sit. So this is the only way of doing it is pulling it through like this. Yeah, so that's what I've done. So yeah, I'll crack on and get this pulled through, get all the wiring set up and where it should be. But before we get back into the next bit of time lapse in me doing that, just had the owner of this car over. We had a good chat. We was all talking for a bit and stuff. So and he managed to give me the footage from the actual crash from this car. So I'll put that in the next part. And then after that part, we will continue with the time lapse and me putting this wiring loom back on. So yeah, let me just show you the actual crash, what happened when it got hit. And then, yeah, I'll come back to you in a bit. So yeah, watch that now.
We're back on the gas now. So we're ready, yeah? If you missed that whole thing. If you missed that one, if you have the car ready.
Is that my fault?
Not really, but
Right, there we go. But before I quickly show you this, what do you think about the footage of the accident of this car? That's basically what happened. You can see very clearly, if you go back, you can see the driver in the van. He was clearly looking to the right-hand side. And she kind of pulled out, and then there was a car coming too quick, so she stopped, which was the right thing to do. She shouldn't have pulled out on that car that was coming. So you could see that the black car was coming around the roundabout. So she kind of did do the right thing, to be honest with you. She was in the right. And the van driver just assumed that she went. And obviously she didn't. So he wasn't looking. Clearly wasn't looking. He was looking to the right, thinking it was his turn to go. So, yeah, unfortunately, it was his fault because if you're hit from behind, then the driver from behind is too close. And, it's always the driver that's behind that's at fault normally. So, but this case, definitely. So that was the footage, guys. The owner come over earlier and managed to sort of send it over to my phone. He had a Samsung and I had an iPhone, and it was kind of, you know, with iPhones, it's kind of, you can just send from iPhone to iPhone using iShare or something. Is it iCloud or yeah, something like that. But yeah, he got it over to me anyway. Sent it over to me, and yeah, I just put it in this video. So that was pretty cool. Right, let's get into what I've done on the tailgate. Basically, you can see what I've done now. I've done the new wiring loom. The old wiring loom now is back into this door, this tailgate, and the reason for that is mainly because of this wire here, which is the it's the camera wire that has to be fed through and gone into the actual. There's a camera that sits here on the other boot. I'll show you. It's there. So that camera there, and that's basically the wire for it here. This white wire. I've still got to get that through, take that out, and then put it onto this one. But that's not gonna stop the boot from locking and shutting. Basically, what I wanted to make sure that is when I take it to him is that when he lines it and pulls it back out and lines it back up 0, is that the lock, you know, shuts and locks, and he can shut it, unlock it, shut it, unlock it, and that's what he can basically do now, because the wiring loom is back into place, and that lock will work. I will put the battery back on, so I've disconnected the battery. I will put the battery back in place, connect it back up, and just check to make sure that we're getting power to this lock, and it does work, the mechanism. So yeah, there we go. I've put the spoiler on as well. You can see the spoiler is on. This is the one probably we're going to use. There's a little mark here, but this is his original one, because the other one that come with the boot, it was a little bit scratched right across this front, and this is the best one out of the two. So yeah, we're gonna use this one, and you can see the gap going across here is too big, but the guy from the body shop, you know, he's going to line that up anyway. He'll adjust that when he adjusts the whole back end, basically. So yeah, there we go. We're kind of done for now. This has got to go to the body shop Monday. Whilst we're working on the Polo GTI, this can be start going to the body shop. Yeah. Right, guys, the time has come. It is giveaway time. I'll set up the computer, what we need to set up, and let's do a random pick on the other GTA video, the first one, and let's pick a winner with the giveaway. So let's do that now, and then, yeah, I'll set myself up and come back to you, and let's do this. Right, okay, guys, I'm all set up, ready to pick a random comment on this video. So yeah, good luck everyone, guys. Everyone's got a chance to win it. You have to be in it to win it, as they say. So yeah, let's get on with it. Right, so I've got 332 thumbs up on the video, so really appreciate all that, guys. Thanks for all the support on there. And we've got 219 comments, but that's included all of like duplicate comments and me commenting as well back to it, all you guys. So it's probably going to come down slightly. And yeah, let's have a look. So what we've basically got to do is come up the top, and we've got to copy and paste the video. So here we go. I'm going to copy there, copy that like that, put it into this YouTube comment random picker, and you have to sort of copy it and paste it into this bar here. So let's put it into there, and then that should bring up the actual comments, which is here. So 143 comments there, not my comments, just all you guys. So yeah, thanks for all that. Let's do it again just to make sure. 143, yep. So they're all there, and then you come down to here, and you can see it says start raffle, pick random winner. So that's what I'm going to do now. So let's do it. Let's find out who the winner of this mug and keyring set of the GTI is going to be. So let's do this. Who's it going to be? Stuart Biggs. So, yep, there we go. Stuart has won the GTI mug and keyring set. So, Stuart, if you're watching this video, hopefully you are, because you're the winner. You need to message me, buddy, and let's get in contact. Message me, and I will post this out to you. So, there we go. Stuart is the winner of this, this set. So there we go. But I'll do some other sort of giveaways as well, guys. But you know, this is just a little sort of token of my appreciation for all you guys who watch me. And to be honest with you, I don't mind doing these kind of things. I like giving stuff away. Especially to people that sort of support me and have been supporting me from the very beginning. So yeah, thanks very much. Stuart is the winner. So there we go, guys. We have a winner of the mug and keyring set. Stuart Biggs has won that, and I'll be sort of getting in contact with him, or he gets in contact with me, and then I'll be posting that out to him absolutely for free. So yeah, congratulations. Don't forget, guys, just because you didn't win this time, there's always going to be other giveaways. I do like to sort of, look after you and, show my appreciation for all your support for me and the channel. And I'll hopefully give some more stuff away soon. But, for now, that's going to be the end of today's video and this car. On Monday, we're going to be jumping into the GTI, the Polo GTI. We're going to be jumping into that front bumper, get it ready for the paint shop. So that's coming on Monday. Have a great weekend. And, I'll see you Monday.